What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Chris here at Kalevala South Farm. Well, guys, we had a really busy week last week, and as per usual, I was really bad about taking the camera with me. I did get a bunch of footage of us using the new rock bucket, so I'll put that in this video later on. So we did get some video of that, but it was an extremely busy week. We got the area that I had been working on cutting down, all basically finished, raked, and then seeded, fertilized and seeded. I did the same to another small spot up on the hill that's been gravelly for a while. I don't know how well it'll come in there. I didn't scrape enough off to really get to better soil, but well, we'll see. So we got that done, and then we made a new acquisition on the farm. Not new, it's old, but it's a beast. So we picked this up last week of Facebook Marketplace. Got a really good deal on it. It's a late 1970s John Deere 410 backhoe, as you can see, and we've been putting it to work. We did have some maintenance to do off the bat, and some more, like the tires are shot. They're holding air, but they are shot. So I already ordered a new set of front tires, just waiting for those to come. We're gonna get those put on, and then I'm gonna order a set of rear tires, which are very expensive, unfortunately, but they need to be done. We did hoses on the backhoe, which I really should have filmed this because it was a pretty big project. So we replaced all of these hoses. It was kind of tricky to do the main cylinder here because the connection is way up inside the boom. So what I actually had to do was go up over a bank and lower the arm all the way down as far as it would go over the bank. And then I actually had to pull this pin and move this out of the way, and I was able to basically stroke the ram all the way, maximum stroke, and then get to the fitting. So it was a pain, but we got it done. So now all the backhoe hoses are new. The previous owner already took care of all the ones in here, so those are all done. I did these. The only two we haven't done are for this cylinder, but they just go from here to over here. So they're not too bad. If we have to do them later, we can. So we did that. We did a full fluid change, oil. I shouldn't say full. We changed the oil and filter. We changed the fuel filter. We topped off the antifreeze. I just got the transmission and hydraulic filters. They came today, Amazon. So we're gonna put those in probably tomorrow. And I have the air filter coming. That'll be here next week. So we took care of all that. We are gonna have to probably do front hoses for the loader arms. The front hoses are in really rough shape. So we're probably gonna have to take care of those. But all in all, it runs great. I've dug, I don't know, probably 24 stumps already with it. So basically, why did we get this? We already have the big Kubota. Essentially, what I'm gonna do with this tractor is this is going to be our stump puller. So we still have 1.5 acres from what we had timbered that we have to stump, and we have some other field expansions that we want to do. And the pricing for getting an excavator in here has gone up. I mean, they quoted me roughly $2,500 per acre. Right now, if I stump all that with the deer, what I have, the 1.5 acres I have and the expansion down there, that's 2.5 acres. It already paid for itself. I also have my partner Maya, who's been in some videos, in the mill. He's going to go in on this with me, so because he could use it for some of the stuff that he's doing too. So we're going to basically split it up. And I mean, I paid $5,000 for this backhoe. It's running, it works. You know, I'm going to kind of restore little pieces at a time. That's just me. I can't leave well enough alone. So I'm going to keep doing little things. I've already gotten in and redone some of the wiring that was really corroded. So anyway, guys, so it was a big week. You know, we spent a lot of time working on the backhoe. We spent a lot of time digging with the backhoe. I spent most of the day today digging with the backhoe. So that's kind of been, you know, our prime focus now that we have this and we got our other project done, is getting stuff done with the backhoe. So we're going to keep cranking away on that. But as I promised you last video, I will do a review on our Flail mower. So we picked this up earlier this season. It's an FM 220 Flail mower. It's made by Sundown. We had the FM 175 before this. it was a pretty good mower. I didn't have a lot of complaints, to be honest. You know, basic maintenance. The first set of Y blades that we had lasted me like 4 years. I didn't have any breakage. It was a good mower for the most part. I mean, we only upgraded because it was a little small. I wanted to get something bigger. Unfortunately, Sundown's quality has come down quite a bit since we bought our first one. I've had nothing but issues with this mower since I bought it. We hit a small stump. It bent stuff out here that I had to go through, and I unbent it. Luckily, it was easy enough to unbend, but the steel here is much thinner than on the older mower. I was looking at some pictures, and I don't have exact measurements, but it's definitely not near as rugged. We had that happen. We had this get bent somehow, which we had to unbend. Don't even know how that happened, but we took care of that. And I have broken in one mowing cycle 10 blades already. Actually 11, because I just had to go get more. With this mower now, you hit one rock and the blade breaks instantly. And which is really, I mean, at $6 or $7 a blade, that's pretty annoying. And it happens constantly. I mean, it's a brush hog. You're going to hit some rocks. I try my best not to. I know these fields well. I have all the big rocks marked, but there's occasionally a small one or one that pushed up by the frost a little bit that I get, and bang, blade breakage. So I'm really disappointed with the quality of their blades. We are constantly breaking blades, and they're not cheap. And you know, with a flail mower, there's, I don't remember the exact number, but like 60, 70 blades on this thing. And like I said, I've already gone through 10, and I've mowed once, full mowing once. So I'm not real happy about that. I would definitely say I do like the flail mowers, but the quality has gone way down on this particular one, which is very disheartening. You know, they're not cheap. I think this, with a trade-in, I think I ended up paying around $4,200 for this machine, and I've already dumped another couple $100 in parts in it because of stuff breaking or blades breaking or whatever. So, I mean, if I had it to do all over again, I would have paid the extra money and gone with a rotary. I did find some other companies that make bigger rotary mowers that were more, they were still more expensive, but they were not quite as expensive as a Land Pride or a Brush Hog. So it's kind of disheartening, but I can't give this a good review. Unfortunately, our last flail mower was great. I mean, we had that other Sundown for years and really didn't have a lot of issues with it. I mean, a few things over time, but you know, I mowed 100 plus acres with that mower, probably more than that, over the course of its life here on the farm. So pretty disappointed with this one. Honestly, if I could trade it, get my money back, and get a rotary tomorrow, I would. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen, I don't think. Nobody's going to take this as a trade. But so anyway, guys, that's kind of the rundown on the flail mower. It's disappointing, you know, especially having one before, like, oh yeah, this is good. Our other one lasted, and then getting this one. Obviously, I'm going to have to try to source blades from somebody else instead of the OEM ones that literally break immediately. I did figure out, so the old blades, I had one kicking around. The old blades were steel, the new blades are cast, and that is the biggest problem, is the cast just snaps as soon as you hit a rock, where the steel ones did not. You dent them up, you'd have to sharpen them, but they didn't break. The cast ones just snap. So that's my biggest complaint on this machine, is just the build quality has gone down on the frame. The rotor still seems okay, and then the blades. So anyway, guys, I'm going to put the footage of us working the Kubota and using the rock bucket in, and I think I'm going to jump in the backhoe and maybe go do something. Alrighty guys, I know this was a little bit different video and a lot of me blabbing, but I think you're going to probably see a lot of backhoe videos. Good, bad, or ugly, you know, that's kind of going to be our focus for the next few weeks, is getting the last few areas that we have to do stumped. And then we're going to actually take it over to our buddy Maya's place and we're going to stump some stuff for him. So that's kind of going to be the focus. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys the rundown on the flail mower. Unfortunately, you know, not working out how we hoped, but it is what it is. It's all part of it. So anyway, guys, like I like to say, if you like these videos, please subscribe, hit the like button, and leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. And just remember, it'll be all right.